like most people, you probably spend a fair amount of time each day typing, texting, using those fingers, using the hands, using the wrists over and over. Lots of repetitive stress on those little muscles, and maybe you're having some wrist pain or some hand pain. This is super common. Carpal tunnel, texting thumb, that's actually a thing. And so our hands and wrists and fingers are just getting abused over and over and over again with our technologically driven world. So I'm going to show you some really nice stretches today that you can do to help save your wrists and hands, to help them feel better, and to make sure they don't become too stiff and too sore. It's just really nice. I'm going to use active isolated stretching, or AIS. It was developed by Aaron Mattis, and it's so effective because what it does is it stops the stretch before the stretch reflex kicks in, and that means the muscle contracts to protect itself after 2 seconds of a stretch. And then you've got a tug of war going on. So you're trying to stretch and you've got a contraction going on at the same time, which is not only ineffective, but could actually hurt. It could, tear a muscle fiber or strain or something like that. That's the opposite of what we want. So these stretches are done repetitively for only 2 seconds at a time. So we're going to start. You can use either wrist. We're going to start with extension. So you're going to have your elbow straight, because that'll get the extensors that cross the elbow as well. So make sure your shoulder doesn't come up or forward while we do this, which is another problem of our technologically driven society. We want that shoulder back and down. Get that right shoulder blade in the left back pocket and the left shoulder blade in the right back pocket. Straighten that elbow. And what we're going to do is use our extensor muscles to pull the hand into extension. And then when it's as far as it can go, we're going to use the opposite hand to assist, pressing it back to its full stretch capacity, and count 1, 2, and bring it back. Don't hold it longer than that. So it's an inhale as we move, and exhale with the assistance as we stretch and back. Using those extensor muscles, pull the fingers back, assist the fingers back a little more. 1, 2, and release. Inhale and exhale. And you repeat this maybe 8 to 10 times to start, and you can build up repetitions over time. But if you do a little bit of this every day, you're going to see a change. You're going to see that you have more flexibility and mobility, and that probably your wrists and hands won't be so angry at you at the end of a typing day. And these are great to do also on just breaks from the computer to get that extension, to get that movement back, that flexibility. So muscles, pull, 1, 2, and release. I have no idea how many we did, but you get the idea. But start with like 8 to 10. You want to stop the stretch before there's any pain. There should be no pain with this at all. If you feel a slight amount of discomfort only because you're stretching a sore muscle, that's fine. But I mean, it has to be super mild. It'll defeat the purpose of this if you go and hurt yourself, right? So what you'll find though is that, say you have pain over here, as you do it, and you stop right before the pain, right? As you do this, you're slowly going to get farther before that pain starts. And then ultimately, hopefully you'll get a full range of motion pain-free. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So we're going to use our flexors to pull our hand down. Again, straight elbow, straight fingers. Pull the hand down, assist with 1, 2, and let it go. Inhale, exhale. Use the muscles. Assist, 2, and go. That's 3. We'll count this time. 1, 2, and that's 4. Feels really good, right? Does to me anyway. As a massage therapist, this is pretty important for me too. And now I've been gabbing and I lost count again. She just doesn't stop, does she? And we'll call this 8. 1, 2. And I like to roll out the wrist in the middle. Now we can intensify the stretch by bringing our finger muscles into that, okay? So what we can do is curl the fingers in, and this time bring it down and pull 1, 2, and you'll feel a bit more of a stretch. It might be more intense, right? 1, 2, and release. Remember to keep that shoulder down and relaxed. 1, 2, and release. 1, 2, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep those fingers curled in, don't let them straighten out. And you're not making you're not using your muscles, you're not making a fist, you're just keeping them loosely curled in. And if this stretch was a little too much for you, and it might be because we're using our flexors so much, same thing, you can start without the fingers. You can just bring the wrist and let the fingers kind of relax and curl for your first round or for some days before it feels better, and then add the extension of those fingers. All right, so hopefully your wrist is feeling a little more limber, less sore. And if you do this on a daily basis, just a little bit every day, maybe 8 to 10 reps, doesn't take much time, great for breaks in between typing, I think you'll feel a lot better. So subscribe to my channel. That's an order. I don't know why I came out like that. I'm just like, anyway, if you would like to, please subscribe to my channel, like the video if you like it, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts and how this worked for you. I'll see you soon.